Just when I was having a really awesome day camping and overlanding, I lose my drone in the lake. We ended off last week's episode where we were at a campground that we like to refer to as the resort. Well, today we leave that campground and search for another place to stay, and we find it at the Pinery. Our first obstacle was early on in the trail, and it was just a simple water crossing. Good thing we brought a saw with us, because there was some nasty branches hanging in the air in the trail. If we would have tried to drive through it, we would have done some noticeable damage on our Jeeps. So I gotta cut the branches off. Mark and I drove all day yesterday on the trails, so we all decided that it was time to let the ladies have their turn at the wheel. It was really relaxing for me, and I really got a kick out of seeing Tracy enjoying herself as she was driving the Jeep down the trails. Mark has an idea of where we're going as he's following a path that he took on his Gaia GPS. But the roads look washed out, so we're going to have to see if we can find another route to get to the campground. We find another way of getting to our campsite by going up this hill, and it was a very scenic alternative. Usually when we're off-roading and we come up to an obstacle, my wife will hop out of the vehicle and film what I'm about to do. She's fairly new to the Jeep life and gets a little bit anxious going down rough trails. But now she's behind the wheel, and she does a fantastic job. Check this out. Just got to pick up a few more of these stumps and clean up the way so she can continue down the trail.
As long as I can take it slow. I mean, I don't need to go fast anyways. But...
No, if you go fast, you'll break the trail.
Yeah. Does that make me comfortable? I'm okay.
You get over to the left.
With this road, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like this, but I can.
Stay on your brake. No, don't even let up on it.
Down here, right?
Yeah.
Here, go left.
And that gas on that. Not too much.
Can't see it.
You good? A quick milestone I thought I would mention is hitting 10,000 kilometers on this trail.
Well, we're on the left. This is the spot I wanted to bring you. I'm gonna try to find something else around here.
There's another little cove right there on the right.
Well, did you see that swamp there? If we crossed over there, there's a nice parking spot there. Let's go have a look.
Good for it.
So there's a camping spot on the other side of this, if we can get right over here. Are you up to going or not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, that big swamp thing.
After being alone and secluded for 3 days, we come up to this campground and I'm surprised to see a lot of people there. Once I get the Jeep all leveled, I set up the tent and the ladder, and then we go exploring through the woods. Oh, this is cool. This is very cool. Check this out. A sleeping lodge. This is camp for night 3. I would be doing this in my drone usually, but my drone just crashed in the water, which you'll see the footage right here. I thought it'd be kind of artistic to show the drone flying through the dark woods and then opening wide up and flying over the camp. What I did not anticipate was the sun bleaching out the sensors on my drone. And what happened was it immediately started to land even though I was flying it. From in there, it looked like it was about 10 feet out in the water. Lucky for me, it was right at the shore. Feeling a little frustrated since my drone just crashed in the water. I'm just going to take this time, cook my supper, and not think about it too much. I've got the battery out of it and hanging upside down so that all the water can come outside of the drone. I tried it a few times that night, but it didn't work.
Hungry, eh? Big long day on the road, on the trail. It was a good trail, right?
That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
It was pretty much all day, eh?
Mm-hmm. The fire is so tall, I can barely see Mark. So for the rest of the night, we watched the sun set and sat by the fire until wee hours of the morning. Well, I'm going to call that a wrap for this week's episode. Tune in next week as we do the final video on this trip, where we find an abandoned airstrip and we take a run on it with our Jeeps. So definitely come back for that. Please give this video a thumbs up and we'll see you next week.